Now this might seem a little strange. It really might. This time traveler says that aliens will land on Earth December the 8th of 2022. And I found a little alien to put right here in the center. You can see I'm going to go stand by the alien. Well, I'm going to move myself by the alien right here. You can see the alien figure. Now, I don't know if that's the type of aliens that this time traveler is predicting that's going to land on Earth in less than 2 days. I do know that there is still that large UFO, and it's like a flying saucer UFO at the south-facing camera of the observatories, and also beneath me there are 2 ships right over there. They showed up as this came back. The 2 ships right here came right out. You may say you cannot see them that well. Let me see if I can. You see them underneath me now? Because they're slightly underneath me now. They're up there at the top. But these 2 ships, I'm trying to figure out if they are part of that big flying saucer or if they belong to something else. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But there's no doubt that at the observatories, this is happening. Okay, that's a given. It is definitely happening. There is definitely something in the sky other than the moon, other than the sun, at the observatory, other than a bright star, because this thing moves. It moved itself into position right there as it was coming through the sky. I've heard that these UFOs, these flying saucers and stuff, their technology is so advanced they can zip from one side of the earth to the other if they so desire, just like that, and at warp speed. Kind of sci-fi, really, if you think about it. And where am I going to try to stick this alien? I'll stick this alien over here at the corner. It can be walking out through the sky, you all. There's something still going on. And I remember that time traveler from earlier in the year. It said something was going to happen. Was it in April or June or May? Something like that. It didn't happen. At least I don't think it happened. It could have happened, but we have no knowledge of it happening. How about that? Can you all hear me over here? Hello, you all can hear me? That's great. Yeah. So, hello, everyone. Hello there from Louisiana. Hello, Vonda, honey. Yes, it's in our skies. Yes. PJ Johnson, honey, who told you about, you talking about the time traveler? I remember somebody mentioning something about a December the 8th date. I don't know how many videos ago. And I was trying to figure out what it was that they were mentioning. Something was going to happen on the 8th. I can't remember who it was, so I Googled it. You know, and you can Google it too. Lots of people can Google it, but I did. I saw it. And this is what it said. Look at this. So we're going to come over here. Time traveler claims the aliens will land on the Earth December the 8th of 2022. And we can look at that article. We can. Because now we know where that came from. We really do. Let me do 1 second, please, you all. Let me gotta do something. Yeah, let me see this. I've got to turn down this phone. That's what I gotta do. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I gotta turn down my volume. I had it up. Okay, I think I've got it going. I'm going to come over here on this channel of mine. Y'all, just 1 moment. It takes me a while to pull up the video from where I'm at. And even then, okay, now I got the comments. I'm good. So this time traveler claims aliens will land on the Earth. And you can see it's December the 7th, 2022. So it's already December the 7th. Isn't that Pearl Harbor Day, December the 7th? Or was that December the 6th? Let me see, Pearl Harbor Day. It's December the 7th. So December the 7th is National Pearl Harbor Day. Also referred to as Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day or Pearl Harbor Day is observed annually in the United States on December the 7th to remember and honor the 2,403 Americans who were killed in the Japanese surprise attack on Pearl Harbor in Hawaii, December the 7th of 1941, which led to the United States declaring war on Japan the next day and thus entering World War II. December the 7th, it's an annual thing. So, okay, so tomorrow is Pearl Harbor Day, and it's already tomorrow for some people. Okay, so this time traveler. Do aliens exist or not? And is time travel possible? So these are the questions that far remain. Okay, they are. So a self-proclaimed time traveler has shown videos and photos to substantiate his claim, although scientists have not accepted the claim of being aliens on the basis of evidence. Well, that's true. According to the claim, y'all, this is where it gets kind of interesting too. They say that on November the 30th of this year, the James Webb Telescope will discover a new planet which will be similar to Earth. Remember, CERN wanted to find a parallel Earth. So CERN and a parallel Earth to learn from. Let's see if we can find it. Well, this is the child genius. Okay. CERN seeks contact with a parallel universes. So we know that they want to do that. But we had this one kid, I think that he said the Mandela effect brought us over to another parallel universe, a genius child. So yeah, but CERN was trying to find a parallel Earth. Let me get back to what I'm doing. Hello. So he said the James Webb Telescope discovered a planet which would be similar to Earth. Do you know if that happened? I haven't heard anything about that. James Webb Telescope discovering a planet. If they did observe a planet that was similar to Earth, we're not going to hear about it. We're not, because that's going to have to go through the chain of command and probably be classified and all that. At the same time, he also claimed that a meteorite will hit the Earth on December the 8th of this year. And the man has claimed that in March of 2023, a team of scientists will discover ancient species, as well as a terrible tsunami will hit America in May of 2023. The person says that he is a time traveler and he has returned from time travel from the year 2671. 2671. Hello, Susan B. Honey. So this person said that that's what would happen on December the 8th. Aliens will, come. Right here. So first he says, what's it say? He claimed a meteorite will hit the Earth on December 8th this year, and inside the meteorite or something would bring out the aliens or something like that in another similar thing, you all. So you can come right here. You can see the news article. He warns aliens could hit the Earth. Let's see what this is. There's several different variations. Oh my gosh, you all. Now see, this really is like, that is pure evil looking right there, you all. That alien. Where it's my feather duster. I gotta dust this off. My screen needs dusted with my feather duster. I don't want to touch the screen. Okay, I don't. Look at that. A self-professed time traveler. They put a scary alien on there, you all. They really did. They've been here. That's exactly right. They have been here. They claim the next few months are going to be quite disastrous. They will crash on the Earth. Well, remember the meteor? I can't remember the name of it, you all. What was that name of that meteor? This is not even going to let me pull it up. Amuna, I can't even think of the name of it. It's that great big old rock, space rock, first interstellar. Okay, yeah, Amuna, whatever it was. Let's see if we can find it. I can't find, oh, right here. So they say that this was our first interstellar visitor to Earth right here. And it wouldn't be too hypothetical to say that inside this crust of a rock is some type of alien species or an alien ship, but this is their disguise. Okay, this would be considered like a, I guess, a meteor or something. It doesn't look like a comet, but this time traveler, a giant meteor on 8th of December. Do we have any meteors that are supposed to, do we have anything that, any meteors that are supposed to be hitting the Earth on the 8th of December? Because I'm not sure about it. Yeah, it means a scout. Does it really mean a scout? That's a ship, and that name means scout. Yeah, let us make man in our own image. It is plural. The TikTok leader said they crash into Earth on 8th of December. But where are they going to crash at? If they're going to crash at Hawaii, well, they're already here at Hawaii, just hovering right above the southern camera, right in front of that telescope right there. They're sitting there hovering over this, and they got two ships right here beside. Two light ships is what they've got. They started off their recent video with the caption, "Attention. Yes, I'm a real-time time traveler from the year 206071. You know, how come they get these people on here? The first one was 30th of November. The James Webb Telescope I don't think I've heard of a planet like Earth. So look at this, you all. Second is, they called it an alien invasion, which they claim will happen when a large meteor hits the Earth containing new types of metals and alien species. Well, I haven't heard this. I guess this is the original. Oh my gosh, my nose has literally started itching all of a sudden. Oh, it really does. It's not joking. Oh my gosh, it started itching all of a sudden. December 8th, a large meteor hits the Earth containing new types of metals and alien species. They'll be heading for Earth soon. That will be followed by, in March, with a team of scientists exploring the Mariana Trench to find ancient species. Would you want to go traveling in the Mariana Trench? And you may say, Gina, honey, where is the Mariana Trench? Well, let's go look at the Mariana Trench. We can do it if it'll come up. Okay, it's going to come up. Let me type it in, Mariana Trench. Okay, here we go. Let's go to it, you all. We're going to go to the Mariana Trench. Where are we at? Whoa. Way down there is the Mariana Trench. I got a little too deep. It's a lot of cloud cover. So they're looking for a new, this is Guam. It's near Guam, Northern Mariana Islands, Palau, Philippine Seas, near the Philippines, so you all can see where it's located. What is that? Oh, it's just a separation mark. Okay. The Mariana Trench. It's supposed to be one of the most deepest places in the ocean. Right here inside this Mariana Trench. So he said that would happen. They're going to find ancient species, and in May, a rather catastrophic event will apparently be happening as a 750 mega tsunami hits the U.S. West Coast, mainly San Francisco. Mainly San Francisco. So if we were to type in mainly San Francisco, a 750-foot mega tsunami. Boom. Right there. Well, you can see how far inland. Oh, I thought that said Presidio of Monterey, but it isn't. So here's San Francisco. It would have to go through these little areas right there. Could you imagine a 750-foot wave? He said it's going to hit San Francisco. Prediction. That's what they say. Let me see this. So this is where I lived. I lived there. Presidio of Monterey. I haven't been there in a long time, you all. It's been since 19 Fisherman's Wharf. I remember going there. I remember walking on the beach so many times. Where's Highway 101? Because that's where I got lost. That's where I had my missing time, you all. Highway 101, the Presidio of Monterey, California. That's where my husband was at, right here. The Defense Language Institute. Looks the same, you all. He was over here at the Defense Language Institute. Wow, it does look the same. It is so interesting what they've got. And you had to go up a hill to get to that. Boom. Monterey Harbor. That's where I would walk, you all. Walk back and forth on the beach in my bikini. My black bikini. Oh, wow. Where's the highway at? I can't see it, you all. The highway, whatever it was that I got lost on. Must have passed. Oh, I passed it up is what I did. I didn't even make it to Monterey when I got lost. That's okay, you all. I took a little time, traveled back in time to look at the Presidio of Monterey. Fort Ord was a rat hole. When I first got married, he took me. They had billeting in Fort Ord, and they were the most ran down military housing thing. This is it right here. Oh my gosh, you all. It was horrible. It really was. Ran down with one gigantic community bathroom for all these kinds of rooms. I'm supposed to be talking about the Time Traveler. We're going to go straight back to the Time Traveler. Okay, so a 750-foot mega tsunami hit the U.S. west coast of San Francisco. And this is not the first time that this person issued a warning for the future. It's beginning to become quite difficult to keep up with all their many claims. Just to name a few, the content creator claimed that a 3-foot spider would be discovered in January of 2023, alongside an 18-foot bear and a 1-foot ant. You all, come on now. See all of these predictions right here. I hope that I will be able to change what the future has in hold for you all by warning what is to come. That's what this person is saying. Warning what is to come. So let's look at this. So let me do this really fast. I don't want any audio playing in the background. Let's see this, because I haven't seen this. On January the 29th, a massive versions of many species are discovered. Why do they do this? If you're a time travel, when am I going to get a girlfriend or whatever? Simpsons predictions and all this kind of stuff, you all. So, see, that's weird. But really, what if? What if at the observatories in Hawaii, where there's clearly a UFO hovering right above it, and right here are 2 ships right here. What if these occupants come down? What if they do? What then? What happens then if they do? Is what I'm wondering. Now, see, we can go back over there to the observatories so you can see it. Are you all just tuning in? We got a moderator. What's wrong with it? Who is somebody being on here? Let's see. Oh, I think we got it. We're fine, you all. Yeah, we seem to be good. Yes, Susan B has got it. That's okay. Susan can do it. Yeah, sometimes it gets a little wild in here, you all. It gets a tad bit wild. It's okay. It's quite all right. Let's come over here. I want to take you over here to this telescope right here. I'm going to put on the record so we can go back and look at it. if we can do that, you all. We're going to come over here, do this, and you can, now I'm just going to do the screen. You can watch it go play normal. So this is the south-facing telescope, the camera for this telescope. And what if there's more? What if there is more than one of those up there in the sky, you all? Because you know where there's one, there's more. If there's one of them built, there's more than one built. There's probably a whole vast army of them. It hasn't got nighttime yet, excuse me. Yeah. Hello, Catherine. Time travelers can change the timeline. So, okay, there it is right there, you all. And it's not the moon. It's like 2200 hours. It's midnight. Up. They didn't let us go into midnight. Well, we'll see the midnight tomorrow. Okay, so this was the latest they had right there. Okay, so this is the 5th, and we can stop it from spinning right now. We can watch this come over here, you all, at this, and you can watch it. See, there's nothing much going on right now, except, well, that's 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock in the morning, so that's partial of the UFO right there. Partial, but it goes somewhere. Or does it? Does it go somewhere? Or it could have. It could have went it faded away. Okay, let's watch this. It's coming back now. Okay, so now we're at 7 o'clock at night. It looks like it's coming back around. Let's get it. I'm going to quit playing around. Okay, we're going to come over here and look at it. Okay, see, I see some ships already coming through. There is a lot more. Look how it appears all of a sudden. It's 1818. I see what happened. Okay, it's red down here. Can you see the red where this arrow is? There's a reddish hue right down at the bottom where this red arrow, there's a reddish hue in the sky. And what happens is, then there's a reddish hue up here, probably because the sun went down, but here's when it starts coming through. See that ship appearing right there, that white ship? Boom. And now it's here. Look at that. That's the big disc. Look at the shape of it. Can you see it? It's not the volcano in the sky. It's not. It's not the sun, and it's not the moon, and it's not a star. So, if it's not the sun at 18 o'clock at 6:37 at night, and if it's not the moon at 6:37 at night, and if it's not a star at 6:37 at night, and if it's not the volcano in the sky at 6:37 at night, what is it? Really, what is it? Because it don't go nowhere. It stays right there, and the clouds go over it, but it's still right there in the sky. Well, it's true, Slides PP. It's true. It ain't the moon. It's not the sun. It's not a volcano in the sky, because there were some who were trying to say, oh, that's the volcano glow, Gina, honey. That was several whiles ago. Look at that, y'all. It's almost like a complete circle. You ever get these stink bugs? They're all over the place. They're an invasive species. We got an invasion of those hardened bodied stink bugs. Is really what it is. See, look at that. This is not a helicopter. It's not. It is another type of a light. You can see how it glows up here in the sky. Are we still on here? See, look at it, you all. It's perfect. Is that not perfect? Look at that. It's a flying saucer. And if it ain't a flying saucer, it's a portal. It's definitely not volcano, moon, or sun, or star. It's none of that. Yeah. They're dumped from the sky? Monica? Yeah. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do the chemtrails at night too, y'all. See, this is a UFO. It's perfectly oval. And we saw the windows on the ship yesterday evening. So it really got me to thinking when I saw that time traveler thing about the 8th. And, you know, we've been looking at this ship right here from Hawaii. Yeah. It's like the clouds go over it and they kind of distort it, but it's still there. This one part right here is kind of, they got some big powerhouse clouds coming through now. And it seems like there's probably some types of ships coming through also overhead. But it's super bright. Look at that. It's so bright. It's perfect. It's so perfect. And it's 10:23 at night. No, it's not 10:23 at night. It's is it 8:23 at night? 7:23 at night, you all? I can't think straight. You may say, Gina, honey, you can't think straight. You got that right. You never can. It's 20:23 at night according to military time. Look at that, you all. Now that is perfect. It's perfect right there. Over the observatory, and you can see the timestamp right there. And we don't hear nothing about it. We don't at all. Hello. Hello there in Thailand, Rakigo. Rakigo. I probably can't say your name right. But yes, hello. All right, now let's look at this, you all. It sometimes appears like it's spinning around. It probably does, you all. I'm laughing because I did that video of the mist outside and this person comment, Gina, you effing whatever. Just doing a video because you don't got no content to share. You effing B. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I blocked him. It's stupid. I was thinking about that and laughed. I really did laugh. It's okay, but it's not okay, you all. See, this seems like a great big mass of ships came through. So sometimes I think that it's like a portal like, but sometimes you see great big gigantic heads in here too. Massive heads in the sky. And that may sound strange to some, but really at times people do see massive heads. Look, the camera had to turn. And this is going to be overtaken. Look at it. See it? It really looks like it spins around in the sky. I wish they had some trees there so we could see what the wind was like. And that's all there is, you all. But it's just south-facing camera that picks up this. I wonder why it chooses the southern sky. That's what's so curious. Why the southern sky? It's a pretty oval looking. Yeah. You was just, like you said, a bunch of ships was coming out of the skies weeks ago. Yeah, we was going to see more. That's right. We are seeing more, a whole lot more. And for those who may not have, let's put this back to me. For those who may not have seen, let's come over here to the, look, this was, you all, what day was this right here that we caught this at the observatories? Can we come over here? See here, they got the rainbow signature right here. That looks like a face there inside that area. But this was on, this is November the 20th. This is the timestamp for this on the North View. This right here is, look, this being, this is one of those light beings. It's like a, it's a type of species that we, look, the East View cloud cam on the 21st. Isn't that beautiful? We got a whole playlist for observatories, and we've only seen this twice twice that we could document at the observatories. And they're really beautiful because they move. Look at that, you all. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and it shows up. They go right in front of the cameras for some strange reason. I think they want their presence known. I really do. And so we started off with this right here at the Wolf Creek Pass, looking at this. And we ended up at the observatories, and we found this on the 21st of November, which is really spectacular. Oh, I was trying to... we were supposed to be looking at the observatory thing. Yeah, the observatory volcano ship. I just saw the black cubes also. This is also what we found at the observatories. Let me get it here. These ships have been showing up more. There's been a lot more ships that have showed up. You can see it in the inverted mode. So a lot more ships at the observatory. And if you didn't know, the cubes are in the ocean, and they first appeared in April of 2019. I think that's when it happened, in Antarctica. Look, Antarctica, that's where we caught them, and that's what Admiral Byrd said. The battle will be fought at the top of the world across the pole. It was during this video that we first discovered the cubes. We saw this island right here, and we thought, oh, that's a big hole in the mountain. But it turned out it wasn't. This whole stretch of thing is nothing but miles and miles of cubes in the water, is what it was. Miles and miles. Look at them, you all. These cubes right here, you can see they are underneath the water. So if there is an invasion, they're already here. It's the cubes. And they are everywhere. Look at this. This was not no pixel thing or anything like that, you all. No, this was real. And it was quite shocking to see all of these cubes. Look at that. All over the place. And it's mind-boggling how they got there, but we did. We went back and we found them. And it looks like, it reminded us of the Borg. Something else, you all, this is really interesting. So look at this. My theory is they came out of the coronal holes, these cubes did. You can see them right here, and this is on NASA products, like fleets of them still come out. And they came out in the year, was it 1999? You can see them right here. There was white ones and there was black ones, but this is the inverted mode. NASA tried to say that this was a particle event, just debris, but debris aren't intelligent. They can't line themselves up like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and form long lines like these do. See, these are intelligent species. It's not no debris. But they came out, and look, we found them all over this area right here in the ocean, all over it. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of them. Are they like from the Borg? Really, are they? You have to ask yourself, because I don't think you'd want them from the Borg. You don't want the Borg queen right there, because she's not very pretty. But she wants to assimilate you. She wants to combine you to their consciousness, is what she wants. So we're trying to get to the observatories, you all. Now, this also happened not too long ago, you all. The sun, he's angry. See, this is another thing. You can clearly see the face in the sun. As the sun, the SDO 304 was spinning around, his face appeared and fire was coming out of his mouth. He is angry, and there's no photoshopping. I caught it. He's very angry. Look at his face. And they do fire. They do have sun-diving comets that go straight to the sun, and this is the face on it. Yeah, we're trying to make our way to the observatories. I promise that we are. We really are. There's so many videos that I've done, it's impossible for you to see them all. You a huge UFO ship came through a wormhole in San Francisco. You can see it right here. Through a wormhole in San Francisco. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, no, they ain't pixels. That's right, E.T. God. No way are they pixels. So, see, you can see this right here. They're here. You all, I'm looking at the comments too. I'm trying to get to the observatories, I promise you. Okay, so we got this going on. Let's see. This right here is at Hawaii. See how big this massive ship is, you all? I don't have the timestamp on that. Oh, yeah, I do. November the 6th. Look at that. At the observatory in Hawaii. That's the northwest view. And that clearly is a huge UFO ship. Huge UFO ship at the observatories. And what happens is the clouds, they come up, and these ships, which you can see one right here in this area, the ships are behind the clouds. They use them as cloaking devices. That's the south view. Wonder if we have any bright images in the south view. I really do wonder if we do. We may or we may not. This right here is a star that we zoom up on right there. It's one of the shapes of these stars. We're making our way to the observatories, you all. Here we go right here. It's got this great big black ship right here at the observatory. This is started it all right here. That is as clear as day. And we had trolls coming on here saying, oh, that's the mountain. That's the mountain. Doesn't look like a mountain, but it showed up. And after that incident, everything just started getting really wild. It really did. Right there, you all. You got pictures of it, Richard Honey. That is wonderful. It really is wonderful that you did. You can see the whole thing right there. Boom. The north view. It was wild. It was so wild. I'm sure that we had other images. Yeah, we did. We had these things that come down. They're pods. They come down from the sky. You can see these cylindrical things come down through the sky, and they got to go somewhere, and they go straight into the earth. Straight into the earth on the north-facing camera. There is a lot of activity. I don't let nobody try to tell you that there isn't activity when there is tons, or I should say there are tons of activity. And you see these right here? There's a video, a short video on this YouTube channel. These are ships that are coming up out of the cloud cover. They shoot up and they shoot out. They just come up and they leave the trail behind them and they take off. That's what started happening too. They started showing up, you all. That video is on here somewhere, but yeah, you all, it's like all over the place. And there was something else with Mr. Musk's telescope. Mr. Musk's, what was it? SpaceX, as it took off in the air, when it released the Dragon thing, there were missiles that came after it. And there's a video on this channel. Where's that at, you all? The missiles that came after SpaceX, the Dragon thing, flew right after it. And I think, yeah, let's look at this. So his SpaceX thing, Dragon thing right here, it launched. Just like that. We did a video on it. See it? Black and white. Someone said black and white. That's black and white checker. This also showed up, and I don't know what that was unless that was the inside of the ship. You can see it. SpaceX launched the Dragon, and it did. It launched the Dragon, and at one point, right before the missile things came out of nowhere, all these cube-like things showed up. See, black and white, just like his Dragon thing. These Look, these came out of nowhere. What happened is the camera, the dragon, it was a great big bright light, looked like the sun. It had went above this area, and these things came flying out of nowhere right into that area. Right into the area where it went. Just like that. Just like that, they came right at it. Just like that, they did. SpaceX launched the Dragon. Is that space weapons being fired, y'all? It was wild if you haven't seen it. Okay. So they say the aliens are going to land on the 8th of December. That's around 1.5 days away. And maybe they will, maybe they won't, but there's something there at the observatories anyhow. And there's a craziness going on the Earth. So much craziness it is. Yeah. See that little alien over here? It's on the other side of me. Yes, it is. Right there. Boom, right above my head. There's the alien right there. Mr. Musk. Who knows? Maybe I'm an alien. That's what he said. Who knows? Maybe I'm an alien. So yeah, that's what's happening. And if you're just tuning in, there really is like an oval ship on top the observatory right there. And this is from yesterday. There's a UFO, like a flying saucer, a round disc up there at the top of it. And it's not a joke. It's not. Am I even going through it? I'm getting myself distracted. Right up here, you can see it. Right at the top of the observatories. Something's going on, and everybody's being hush-hush, except us. That's right. That's right. This thing looks for me and follows you around your neighborhood. I wouldn't be surprised if you aren't followed around, because they have followed people around before. They really have. Yeah. That's right. You saw an alien body on the left side of one of those pictures. You did. You saw it. You saw the alien body. I'll show you where you saw it. It's right here. It's right here above my shoulder. I took a picture because I wanted it to fit in with the aliens arriving. See, look at it right there. Aliens arriving. I mean, you can't see it that well, but you can like that. Yeah, so that's why I put it in there. They said it was going to arrive. That's right. Where do you think in the world they would reveal themselves? Well, they're already at the observatories. And when I really started this adventure at the observatories, that's when they shut down, around September of 2018. The observatories around the world shut down. And that's how I came into this thing that I'm in. Yeah, just like that, with the observatory shut down. I don't know if I can pull anything of that up, y'all. Let me check it out. Let me see. Let's see if I can pull it up. I don't know. They had 7 minutes, you all. This is me. I want to show you me right here, since it is my video. That put me in this position, okay? That's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. It's from these set of pictures that I had taken. So this is September the 12th of 2018. And we're going to look at it, okay? That's me. And I'm very shy. Remember, you all, this is 4 years ago. And I'm very shy back then, and I didn't want to talk. But I'll talk. You're going to look at it, you all, if you hadn't seen it. Well, I went out there, and I took a picture facing the eastern sky with the sun rising. And I was able to pick something up, and I was able to see what was to the left of the, I'm going to turn this around, the left of this. And look. You can't hear it. More things right here. More of this. And more ships. There's that little frequency thing right there also. I'm going to turn up this volume. Well, okay, there's that frequency thing right there. Yeah, but these ships, they're in like a different formation. They're all over the place. And there really is so many of them. And we can see that they are clearly ships. They got this black stuff on them, but I thought that was pretty neat to see more of these things right here on the side of this object, whatever this is, this egg shape, and all these ships. This was the best photo that I had that had the most detail in it, but I've posted these on my timeline, and I tried to get a picture of all the ships that were around it and stuff. And there's gobs of ships out there. And Gina, how are you catching these? I don't know. There is no human explanation, okay? That's what someone called them. And, yeah, I mean, I like to do infrared, but you know what? And talking. Yeah, but that's pretty neat. I think it is pretty neat seeing those things because it's exciting, but then in a way, you know, it could be a little scary, but you know, at least you're seeing what's out there right now, and you know, you can let it sink in and come to terms with what's out there, and hopefully it'll help you along, okay? We're going to flip this around, but thank you for coming to my Facebook page, for being my friend. I'm sorry I cannot accept any more friend requests. There may be that instant where I may accept a friend request, but as of now, it's probably around 800 now, and there's way too many to go through, and when I just accept certain people, I don't know who I'm accepting, and that's when I get these bad comments that I get on here anyway. But you know what? It's not going to stop me. Okay, I'm still going to take pictures, and I'm just tune them out. You know, this is bigger than them. Okay, I am beyond that. All right, let's flip this around, and we're going to end it right there. But this is what I caught this morning, facing the eastern sky with the sun. All I could see as it was the sun in the sky with the clouds. But I just turned on my flash, I took the picture, and went through it, and this is what happened, okay? Yes. All right, you all, that was me, 2018. That picture right there of the observatory shut down, I knew that was one of the most important pictures that I would ever take in my life. And it did. It went all the way around the world. That video did. All around the world. They were talking about it in newsrooms, and I had no idea. None. But that's okay. We got something going on. Maybe the aliens can fix our electrons here in the United States, because they are horrible at best. Thank you, Derek, honey. Derek Galloway reminds me of Faye Galloway Elementary School, where I was heavily involved in the with the students. Yeah, that's right, you all. So something is going on, and we got UFOs all over the place. We do, and we got little aliens. We got big aliens. We really do got big aliens on this earth. So I'm gonna go, and with that being said, thank you, and hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, you all. Thank you so much.